It's hard to click the adequately sized button correctly sometimes.
We just have to do our best. I think you're doing great.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad that you think I'm doing great at clicking an adequately sized button. Making my day. That's all I ever hoped for in my life. And now I've achieved it. Where do I go from here?
You have to load your game.
Thanks for telling me. I would have
Yeah.
been lost without you.
Oh, thanks.
It's probably good practice to load my game. Reconnecting the chat, but I don't even. But I never was connected to chat. Why can I reconnect to a chat that I wasn't connected to? Phone.
It wants you to make connections in life.
Oh, well, that's never gonna happen.
Oh.
The fool. Oh, I see your little high koala there.
Yeah.
Koala high.
Hey. It's me.
Now, if you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be
Hello.
a Detective. It's real helpful,
In
especially
all
if you're new to the
caps.
mystery solving business. Be
Nancy,
sure to check
shut
out the
up. I'm
scraps
trying to
and
think.
put memorabilia from all my past cases in there. A lot of them were pretty dangerous, and at times really scary.
Don't exist.
Don't say anything
Yanni
about that to my
is
dad, okay? He
Liar.
worries about me and numbs as it
liar.
is. And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That will tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve. If you think you're ready to dive right
Okay,
in,
Nancy,
please
come
just
on
put
now.
on the plane ticket
Now, if
and
only
you'll
I
be
could
on your way.
remember what we were doing.
Well, it was 2 weeks ago. Hi, Paige.
Oh, feed those doggos well.
Are they your doggos? Are they your family doggos? Are are they just doggos you randomly found and you decided to feed?
Hey, there's some doggos. I'ma feed them. I don't
And
know
for
why.
some reason, she's
Paige
doing it
thinks
in
I'm
her
just
Mario voice.
yeah.
Hey,
Hey
Disney,
Disney.
how's it going? You feed those
My
mom.
mom got it.
You feed them mom dogs.
Oh, that's fun. I
I
hope
th-
they enjoyed seeing
I
the
thought the
Eagles.
Eagles were in Philadelphia.
That took me a second. My brain was like, "What?" I got it though.
I'm glad. Mario must have
Mario
had
must have hit dogs.
at least
They were probably
Yoshi's.
Luigi's dogs.
Is the implication here that Luigi is a dog, or
No, no, no. They were Luigi's
oh,
dogs.
Luigi's dogs? Okay, because there was an episode in the Super Mario Brothers Super Show where Luigi gets transformed into a dog,
Oh,
along with the king of some land.
how exciting!
I figure that's a sports joke.
Yeah, the Philadelphia Eagles are a NFL team.
Yes, indeedy.
What do we have on our checklist?
Probably lots of stuff.
PM. So,
There, done that.
Look at that. I'm already clicking things off because I forgot to click them off last time.
yes, yes.
How
That
you?
sounds creepy of me. Maybe I shouldn't do that.
What sounds creepy?
Yes.
It sounds like you're just excited about something.
I'm so excited.
Joke equals the Bears and
I'm
Browns.
also
This is
playing with my
true.
school sample.
Oh, that's good. That's a healthy thing to do. While
It's a fun toy.
as all stool samples should be. And I agree, Disney. Those are the real jokes of the NFL.
Still need to do that.
Okay.
Still need to do that.
Still
Oh
need to
yeah,
do
the
that.
note in the note in the coat
The,
that the wolf left
Check that off yet.
for you.
Still need to do that.
the wolf left it for me. Like
Oh yeah, the stupid Tino survey.
rock 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 rock.
I haven't watched it yet, Paige, but I did see you posted it. So I will be watching it today when I get a chance. Hello, Heartless Shroom.
Hey HS, how's it going? All right, I gotta add paprika to everybody's food because That's a stupid thing I
So
gotta do.
my suggestion would be to sleep until the morning.
All right.
Do do
The daily
do the laundry
nonsense.
so that you can find out what side of the bed each person gets up on.
I'd better wait until this do not
Um,
disturb sign is gone.
and then once you find that out, you can fill out that part of the survey, and then you can make breakfast and add paprika to all of the omelets. Okay, Paige, I will. Is this still the cooking Nancy Drew? This is one of the cooking Nancy Drews, yes.
Hey, Hammer. I'm gonna assume that it was you who hosted me, but I could be wrong.
It was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for that. I appreciate it. Hope you are well. Uh, I'm sorry you got to leave in an hour, HS, and might have been a little bit late starting, but things happen. I forgive myself.
Good, good. And I shall, Paige.
And yes, this is one of the cooking Nancy Drews. When are we getting When are we getting cooking Mama Nancy Drew?
Ooh, that would be a fun game to stream.
What, cooking Mama in general?
Yeah,
Well, I know there's a new one coming out next month as well.
I did hear that. Okay, be safe driving.
Okay, sounds good. Be safe. I'm just know I had to go to work during all the good streams. Huh? You also watched Frozen 2 last night, and it was great. 8.7 out of 10. I have not seen Frozen 2.
You haven't seen the first one?
I haven't seen the second one. I've seen the first one.
Okay. Work is 1 out of 10. Work is negative 60 out of 10.
What time am I supposed to set the clock to?
I would get up maybe like 7. And you could do laundry real quick and then podcast. Let me make sure I have the times right for that.
Oh, I already set myself till 7 a.m. and I hear people arguing.
Yeah, breakfast is from 7 to 8:15.
Thanks for speaking highly of my stream.
So one is for the money I make.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Get a better job. Easy as that. Demand more money. Easy as that.
That works every time.
Threaten them.
Let's pull all our money together, buy as many scratch offs as we can, and try to win like $5,000 a week for life. Yes.
I feel like some might benefit more from that than others, depending on how much money people put in.
Heartless Room puts out a good point for Guadalupe now. You don't have to make foods for her.
Because what?
Because of that argument you just heard.
Oh.
Guadalupe left, so you don't have to make food for her now. You just have to make... Which kind of throws a loop-de-loop in the paprika thing. So we'll just have to guess on that one.
A Lupe in the plan? I need spring break, but Jesus.
Hi, Brooke.
Who doesn't? Am I right? Thank you for
I
shouting out.
almost spelled it like this.
Oh, I thought you were going to say CLOOCROO. Clou clou. Oh, look, this person's slippers are on the right side of the bed.
Yes. This person, I don't remember what room is what. Hang on, I'll tell you. Nope, I don't have it written down.
That's good.
Hi, A-Rox. Okay, hang on. What room are we in?
The bedroom. I did it.
Oh, yes.
Yes. I'll look in a second.
Okay.
Well, there's a Winter Sports Monthly on the table, so it might be Yanni's room.
Oh, okay.
It's the
That's good.
Kala Kala room.
Okay. So we'll do let me see.
There's probably a list
Yes,
somewhere.
yes, that's correct. He is in that room.
And I said the
So
right side of the bed.
yes. So Yanni is on the right side of the bed.
What a stupid thing to look up or have to do. Okay, let's see. I'm good. Just need a little break from some much needed R&R, and I hope that you get it soon. I don't know when your spring break is though. Was it later this month? Winter Sports Monthly. Winter Sports Monthly, only if it's a swimsuit edition. Oh boy.
That sounds very cruel to do to those ladies.
Very cool indeed. I have. Oh, now I understand that it's a pun too.
Yeah.
I have a bio exam this week, and it's just a plethora of information. Bio in general is just a plethora of information.
Yeah, that's what my mom's degree was in, biology.
Props to her. That's no simple task. I'm in the beaver room now. Ina, I guess.
Ina.
I think it was that. I could be wrong. This next week's actually. Well, that's not bad. You're almost there. Yeah, Ina. Is that the Dorcas Malorcas? Harry Potter? I don't remember his real name.
I do not either. What was the stuff?
What's that?
Like, what kind of things were in this room?
Well, there was like a folder from UC and a book about wolves. The Call of the Wild, rather.
Okay.
But I don't remember what.
I think the book about important thing.
Easy color oil paints as well.
Some things are missing.
Yeah.
Lou went out and took them with him.
It sounds like this is Lou's place, room.
Oh, hang on. My notes are getting confusing. Give me just a second.
The fact that she just said maybe Lou took some of the things out of his bag makes me think that this is Lou's room.
Yes.
Crap, I forgot. Crap.
Ina is Lou's room.
I think it showed him as on the left side of the bed getting out, but I forgot. I was not paying attention. But, I'm just gonna guess it's left.
Yes. My mom actually does not work in bio. She teaches bio to high school students, like homeschool high school students. But she just works HR in a hotel, in our hotel. And you can go into all of the rooms even if they don't have housekeeping on there, just so you can check everything.
Well, now I'm in the Pish Pish Moo room.
Yes.
With geology and structural engineering.
Oh yeah.
It looks like that person wakes up on the right side of the bed.
Yep. Hey, Carly.
Oh, they made their bed for me. Good for them.
See if there's slippers that you can find.
Well, I saw that they were on the right side.
There you go.
Hey, Carly, how's it going? Good to see ya. Who's in the Pish Pish Moo?
And you can go in the Olali room just to see Guadalupe if any of that stuff is.
I can go and look, I guess, at who's staying where, right? Because I don't know who has geology stuff that they're interested in.
I can just help you out with that if you
Oh,
want.
it's
You're welcome to look it up.
William Kessler.
Yeah, so that's Bill.
Did I say right side when I was in there?
Yes.
I think I did. At BK. You got it. I was going to write BK again. Gotta know about teacher though. Hotel is best job. I'm sure some would
Yeah, I don't
disagree.
think I agree with that.
Looking at junk in people's rooms. How are you two? I'm doing okay. How are you? He gets up on the Burger King side of the bed. Absolutely. Oh.
If there's nothing in Guadalupe's room, then we'll have to try to call her later to find out her info.
Important question. Which side of the bed do you get up on?
That's
Okay,
not what
maybe
goes here.
you can run down, do breakfast, or yeah, drop the laundry, and then do breakfast and make sure you add paprika to everybody's stuff.
Call 1555 Mystico and prepare to be amazed.
It's weird that she sings about 1555 Mystico when she's in the bathroom.
Ooh, that's a trick on the phone now that she said that.
I remember. That's outside, not kitchen. This kind of reminds me of The Sims a little bit. Oh, does it? I've never played The Sims, so I don't know. Bill wants some French toast.
Everybody eats so much at breakfast.
It's apparently the time of day you're supposed to.
True.
And that's the meal I skip most often.
True. Me too. While you make food, I'm gonna put away the laundry I folded.
Sounds good.
I'll be right back.
I miss. I'm a breakfast guy for sure. I skip it most of the time. How to make the omelet. I think. One omelet. Two bacon. One two. Beautiful placed. One spinach. Oh, lovely. Two green pep. One olive. Delicious. And yes, paprika. Oh my gosh, what am I doing?
Making breakfast.
That's not true.
Order up.
I also just read on the news that a local Burger King got robbed here. Was it you? Was it you, Disney? Did you rob it?
Oh my. Mamma mia.
Mamma mia! Eh.
You making the omelets with the paprika?
I'm making Canadian bacon at the moment.
Put the paprika on.
I I will.
You only can put paprika on the omelets.
I believe it.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. That is an excerpt from Space Jam, one of the best movies of the 90s.
I think it's the best basketball movie ever made.
I would agree.
Disney wouldn't, because he's a commie.
What? Also, he just said Disney doesn't eat Burger King, it's doo-doo. Excuse you. Burger King's chicken fries are some of the best inventions of all time. And their French fries are the most potato-y French fries with the crispy outside and the soft inside. And I love them. So, yeah.
And honestly, you not eating Burger King is probably more of a reason that you should rob it because you don't like it, and nobody will suspect you to do it because you don't like Burger King and you're never there. So you probably robbed Burger King. Coach Carter is probably like number 2, maybe, for
I was
basketball.
going to say Airbud.
Oh, you're right. Airbuds 2, and Coach Carter might be 3.
Also, High School Musical. Is that?
I haven't seen High School Musical, so I can't say.
Okay.
Oh wait, have I? I mean, I guess there's some basketball in it.
Yeah, it's totally a basketball movie.
I watched the riff tracks of it. That's just as good. I think I sent you something from that too.
I think you did.
How long have you?
Burger King? 2 months.
Well,
Actually, the Burger King by my house closed down.
probably because of people like Disney who never eat chicken fries.
It's because they got robbed.
It's all coming together.
Oh, I haven't been paying attention, but you're putting paprika in all the omelets, right?
Probably.
Oh, okay.
Big. Do you?
Disney Channel movie with the twin. I vaguely remember girls. There's two twin girls. It was like a true story. They were like fraternal twins. They played basketball.
Disney, you spelled that movie title wrong.
Did he?
Yeah, it's spelled wrong in the movie title too, because it's just like HAPPYNESS, I believe.
Double Team. That's what you're thinking about. Page Double Team.
Well, there you go. I didn't see a whole lot of Disney original movies, so.
That's what I should start. A show. Trast is a Disney Channel.
I thought you were gonna say that's what I should start doing, making a podcast about old Disney original channel movies.
We start a podcast, boys and girls. There are some great Disney Channel original movies. Excuse me, but Xenon Girl of the 21st Century still holds up. I just watched that on Disney Plus.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that you use Disney Plus for these things.
Don't forget the paprika.
Hope they like lots of paprika. 'Cause I put like 3 doses on. Is it? Yeah, it is spelled that way for the movie. I think they explain or they have some reason in the movie for it, but I don't remember it. I used to have a hat with Pursuit of Happiness on it.
Really?
Yep. It's not because like I was a super fan of the movie. I just was given it randomly. I'm like, okay,
Order up.
sure, I'll take it. Fine.
Yeah, I remember these movies. They were something. Also, Smart House. How can you top Smart House? Because jump, the house. Been.
Yep. Like if I didn't know about Smart House previously, I would have at least learned about that one particular scene from you every time that you played Ocarina of Time.
Yep.
Which is weird because there's no jump button in that game, but you can make you can make Link jump. Sometimes I think you did it just so you could sing the song.
Well, it helped.
Anything that's free, Tara wants. Well, yeah.
Who doesn't want free things?
Well, minus like disease. I'll pass on free diseases. You can keep those, Disney.
Anytime you saw a Disney commercial, you talk about the kid who like jumps and does the splits. It was gonna be a good day.
But let's get real for a second. The big problem with Disney right now is where's DuckTales season 3?
Amen.
It's like no more big hiatuses, and now it's almost been half a year since the last episode.
We missed it. Cadet Kelly was a greatie. I was babysitting, and the kids I was babysitting wanted to watch The Descendants 2, but I haven't seen The Descendants 1.
You're like,
So
you'll have to catch me up on all the lore and everything that's happened in the first movie.
Asking them a bunch of questions like, okay, like who's this and like what's going on, and like I asked a bunch of questions and they answered all my. But yeah, you are paprikaing the flip out of them.
I think they just really like paprika. I base this on nothing.
Yeah, I saw that. I think it happened last year that one of the kids from The Descendant passed away. Like
yeah,
he had
I heard
a pre-existing condition or something.
Yeah, I heard about that. Like I don't know jack about Descendants, but I had heard that one of the characters or one of the actors in it had passed away, and he was really young.
Yeah, he was like 19 or something. Like
Yeah.
just far too young. Oh, epilepsy. That's what he had. Oh, that's so sad. 20. He was 20. Okay.
You think about Cass said luck of the
Johnny
eye.
doesn't-
I imagine some people would watch. Cass has never worked for me. Maybe it works now. I don't know, but it hasn't worked. It just had never worked for me, and I don't think they changed much about it, so it would work for me. Yeah, I mean, that franchise had what, 3 movies already?
Descendants?
Yeah.
I think so.
Oops.
Or perhaps they were in the middle of the third one.
I think they just finished the 3rd one, or they were close to finishing the 3rd one.
Yeah. It kind of makes me mad that Yanni didn't order an omelet because I don't remember that hates and watch it be Yanni and we'll never know.
Oh well.
They weren't quite done. Oh, he finished the third one right before he died. So that's so sad. Like and like I know he was on that TV show Jessie or something on Disney Channel.
One of
So
those
it's like,
one of those
Yeah.
Disney Channel original sitcoms that most of them are similar.
Right. But like I'd imagine that like when on Disney like your whole life, you probably get really, really close to like your coworkers and stuff. So I imagine it was so hard for them.
Well,
Okay.
apparently
Oh,
Lou
it's
doesn't
pretty
like
good.
it.
Yeah. So on your survey, you can say that Lou hates paprika and everybody else is okay with it.
There we go.
Big yes. Yes, got it. You have to do regular yes, or else Tino's too stupid to understand what you inputted.
Aw.
So you just have to put regular yes. Hello, I'm home. Motocross was my fave. I remember watching that. Do you guys remember? Crap. Now I can't remember the name.
Just because you're
There
playing
was
with
one about magic.
magic.
Now you see me, maybe. No, that's another movie.
That is another movie with like Morgan Freeman and stuff, right?
Yeah, that's not what. What was that one? Also the Halloween Town movie. Enjoyed a lot as a child. See if you can figure out what planet Yanni identifies with.
That's what I was doing.
Great.
Actually, Pluto's not a planet anymore.
That is exactly the point. Pluto stirs up passion and
The
controversy.
Magician School
Yet it
movie.
continues
Yeah.
undaunted on its
That
course,
call.
as do I.
No. Wizards of
Pluto and
Waverly
I,
Place was a
we
show.
are as brothers.
I think it had a movie, but I think you're thinking of a different movie though.
Yeah, Disney Channel original movie. It had Ali Mishalka in it, and Phil of the Future, which is another great show.
I really need to get someone in the basketball who's thinking you could maybe give me a cross-country ski lesson or two.
Out of the question. I don't have the time, the equipment, or frankly, the desire. I am sorry.
Well, at least he apologized.
It was called Now You See It. Now You See It. Okay. Yeah,
Now
that's
you
what I was
s-
thinking.
Now you see it. Now you see it.
I feel like we should watch all of the Disney Channel original, like, in
In what?
chronological order.
Oh.
Like, first Disney Channel original movie ever. Like, newest ones, the ones that I've missed because... Why are you mad about Disney's treatment of the new Lizzie show? I'm actually really excited about it because Hilary Duff is the executive producer and she's co-writing most of the episodes. The creator guy for the Lizzie show apparently quit. But haven't they already started production? I feel like they should be able to continue on. He quit because they moved it away from Disney. You mean it's not going to be on Disney Plus anymore?
You threw her out?
Oh, they're gonna put it on Hulu because it's too adult?
By golly, that woman was a menace.
Well,
Anybody who deliberately sabotaged
I'll
man's
still watch it.
Well,
At least now I know
that was simple.
I don't know.
her the bums rush. Next time,
Wrapped up in like
I won't miss.
the drama of production companies because I just know how they go, and there's never a production that does not have drama.
It's true. I appreciate the relaunch Liz McGuire go with the Raven show and Girl Meets World. Oh yeah, Girl Meets World was a thing.
I think, if I remember correctly, Guadalupe has gone. She has left you a note in the foyer, like the entryway, that has her phone number on it, so you can call her and ask her about her side of the bed.
That's nice of her.
That's for me.
That's for me.
It's to a they have adult themes. What's the most drama you... I'd have to look into this because I don't really trust hearsay on the internet directly to official press releases and interviews with people in the actual production. Nancy saw that note before she turned.
It's true.
The most drama I have seen during acting stuff was on set to a production, and the main actor and the director got into it, and the main actor left, and they were not sure if he was going to continue with the production. And everybody was panicking and freaking out, and I was just doing background work on that production, and they sent us all home with we were all supposed to come back and work multiple days that week, and they had to I think increase the actor's pay in order for him to come back and finish filming. But the vibe was very awkward the rest of the week. And I'm not going to reveal who that was and what production, because I don't feel like that's super my place, but...
Oops, haven't done that. Still need to do that.
But I did call Guadalupe. She just didn't answer. Because she's me.
We can't have women on Disney who are 20, that's the message. were not valid apparently. I don't think that's true because there are many women on Disney who are older than 20. And I think that this Lizzie show, I'm going to do more research on my own before I make an opinion on that. I don't feel like I'm informed enough to form an opinion on what's going on.
Still need to do that.
All right. Well, Guadalupe's ignoring my calls, like most people
Oh, that's cool.
that most people I know.
Um, they looked at V after the main guy left and said, "You're the star." That would have been fun, wouldn't it? You should see how many people in the show in Grey's Anatomy because they were in real life. I believe it. Honestly, believe it.
Yep. Crazy. Well, that happens in a lot of shows where they just fight with the people and then they just wind up getting killed off in some way or fashion. And it's always funny when they come back years later because they made nothing of themselves since then.
No, I wasn't invalidating your opinion. I was saying I'm not going to own opinion and say research.
Patrick Dempsey, kind of a douchebag. Who knew?
And I think that like Disney, especially in the circles like Marvel and stuff, they're giving good screen time and roles for
Well,
women in their like I guess we could consider middle age. I don't know enough about
Well, I better get back to work.
the sitcoms because I'm so bad at watching shows. So all I was saying is I want to be more informed before I make.
Or like Brian and Family Guy, where they killed him and he was back 2 episodes later. Yeah, I remember that. They're like, let's do something to stir up the things on Family Guy, a show that should definitely have canon. And then they killed him off, and then he came back around the Christmas time episode, which I guess they'd always planned to do anyway, because obviously animation takes longer than other types of media. And they brought him back, and Seth MacFarlane made it sound like it was a huge gift to bring Brian back to all the fans who took him for granted. And then, like, years later, they made a joke about how people years ago made a big stink about Brian being killed off the show, but he hadn't been in, like, 2 or 3 episodes, and nobody seemed to care.
Yeah, I don't mean to upset or anger anybody, and I didn't mean when I said that's not true, I didn't mean it in the way that it sounded. So I apologize for that. I meant to say was that like when you said we can't have women on Disney, I was saying I don't think that's true. I think we definitely could have women on Disney, and I see them continue to put things back on track, like you guys said, with the major like decision makers in Marvel anymore. So I apologize for being confusing. I'm reading this article that came out 2 days ago. It was an interview with Hilary Duff, who is the executive producer of the Lizzie McGuire reboot. And it said that she was the one who asked to move the series from Disney Plus to Hulu. She said, this is quoted what she said. I'm incredibly excited to launch Lizzie on Disney Plus, and my passion remains. However, I feel a huge responsibility to honor the fans' relationship with Lizzie, who, like me, grew up seeing themselves in her. I'd be doing a disservice to every 30-year-old's journey to live under the original ceiling of a PG rating. It's important to me that just as her experience / teenager navigating life were authentic, her next chapters are equally as real and relatable. It would be a dream if Disney would allow me to move the show to Hulu and I could bring the beloved character to life again there. So that was her decision and not Disney. Yes, I will send you the article right here. And that was just I was just reading off of her Instagram post, and it has a link to her Instagram post there if you want to see it directly on her account. Yes, Carly.
Sorry, I missed some stuff here, I think. Eventually he was like, "You won't kick me off the show because I'm important." So they killed his character. Classic Grey's Anatomy.
It's possible that Disney Plus is kind of course, you have like the main umbrella of Disney Plus, but then you have kind of those sub umbrellas. I would say those sub umbrellas are probably Star Wars and Marvel, are your like umbrellas, which are kind of separated from the rest of the umbrellas, which is probably like the Disney Channel stuff, the animated stuff, the old classic films, that kind of. They're all like their own little bubbles under the main umbrella. So I think personally, I don't want to compare too much like an animated film with a Star Wars thing because they're different ball games and different like they're designed to be differently on purpose.
I think everybody's welcome to have an opinion here. I don't think Disney meant harm by his joke about you can't have an opinion on the internet.
I think Disney was just trying to have a conversation back and forth, as I am too.
I know. I don't take offense to anything you said. I don't think you said anything bad. You were just making the joke about the internet always is really up in arms about everything. So once somebody posts an opinion, other people get offended by it, and then it's like, well, maybe I should have never posted my opinion in the first place when it comes to the internet. I think that was just kind of the joke you were making, and possibly it was taken in the wrong way. I'm happy to read and see all opinions that people have to say in my stream and in my chat. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just wandering around. What am I doing?
Guadalupe still hasn't answered the phone.
She has not. I don't know what I'm doing.
Perhaps we need to give her some more time to get home.
Hurry up, Guadalupe. But what can I do? On a side note, thanks for keeping me company, Tara, on a morning where I was fairly upset about things. I'm glad to have you here, Carly. Ooh, emergency exit. I should go through that, right? Uh, always glad to have you here, Carly. I'm sorry that things were expressed or said that were hurtful in any way to anybody. It was never the intention of anybody here, I'm sure. I'm sorry. Sorry things got out of hand or out of control. I don't always have a lot to say about these things because I don't know anything about these things you guys are talking about. That's been playing at work, and it has been hard to deal with because I can't think of anything I did wrong. Oh, I'm sorry, Carly. That sucks.
Man, that's so frustrating.
Huh. But what do I do now? Any suggestions?
I don't know what else we can do until we get that survey done, and I don't want to just like give you the answer, of course, about Guadalupe, but
Guadalupe needs to hurry her butt to a phone. That's what she needs to do. They gave the company one reason, but I believe it's more that her daughter that just came into town didn't like me. I don't know why she didn't like me, but she didn't. Nah, that's unfortunate. I had to get ready for work. Okay, well, thanks for being here, Paige. I'm sorry that things weren't, things got out of hand and possibly feelings were hurt in any way. It's never the intention, I don't think, of anybody here. So I apologize if it did come across that way in any way. We appreciate having you here. We appreciate your opinions, too. Thanks for being here, Paige. I appreciate it. Have you finished those errands? Like, I did laundry and cooked food. If that's what you mean. How's it going, E?
have you finished those errands?
That's good enough. That's what I'm saying. Nancy, is it nap time? Do you want to nap till lunch, Nancy? It's not someone not. So it's not just someone not like me. It's her directly taking. Ugh. I'm sorry I had to go through that. Let's see who's there. How's the ND going? Oh, I'm kind of just trying to figure out what I'm doing at the moment.
Still not there.
Guadalupe won't take my calls. Ah. I'll just go have Nancy freeze outside for no reason. Best move. What time does lunch start? Noon? Or is it 11?
I think it's. Dang it, Guadalupe! Answer the flippin' phone. Yeah, noon.
Alright, I'm just gonna have her sleep till noon. I'll do the lunch and I'll try calling again. Morning, afternoon has woken. Oh. Let's go cooking now. Everybody's learning how. Gonna pour paprika on things.
I hope she'll be home by the time you get done with lunch.
That'd be nice. Take a nap. That's what I do when things get rough. I was talking about the game, by the way. I figured that.
I mean, also taking a nap in real life. Good.
Yay, burger time.
I love burgers.
Burgers be delicious. Do you remember when they used to have the commercials for the chicken sandwiches for BK? Could go back to BK talk.
Honestly haven't had a burger at Burger King in many chicken.
It's been a long time for me too. I like how you get grill marks on the side, not in the grill. Isn't it terrific? Is anyone else like me where they can only sleep in a bed? Like anywhere else, just not comfortable? I'm pretty sure I can sleep anywhere. So I do not have that issue. When she eats her veggie burger, you mean somewhere other than here? Because I don't make food for her anymore. I should probably just put more paprika on Lou's food because he loved it so much. You get sleep paralysis when I'm not in bed. Huh. Well, then it's probably good to sleep in a bed. One tomato, one onion. Here, Freddy, just eat onions off the plate.
I would get so bored, having the same meal every day.
I would just order everything every time I go to a meal.
Order up.
One quesadilla. One burger time. I too just squirt condiments in my hand and put it on food. I mean, isn't that the best way to do it?
Probably.
I don't know of a better way to do it. Raw onions versus sauteed onions. I usually just eat raw onions. I don't have an issue with sauteed, but I just usually, if I'm gonna have onions, I just usually have them raw. Fortunately, I do not get heartburn from them yet. Maybe one day I will if I'm really lucky. I think the only reason that I'm just okay with raw onions is because it's less effort.
I think raw onions are okay, but I can never get the taste out of my mouth. It takes
In an extra question, you don't use laptop trackpads to make food. What? Terry eats raw onions like an apple all the time. It's just there. And it's in a restaurant and they strictly do one ticket at a time. It's the best restaurant. They shouldn't hire somebody so inept like such as myself.
I've seen pranks where people dip a raw onion in caramel.
Yep.
And just, yeah.
I've seen that as
I feel
well.
like that's so mean, but also kind of funny.
Well, they're caramelized onions. Tara, you like an onion? Do you have layers? Absolutely. I'm just like that ogre in the movies. I love when I take forever to get the order right and then I get the order wrong. Other guests, why can't you just be like Bill and just order a quesadilla so I can be done with this quicker? Augers have layers. They sure do.
Order up.
Hamburger. Ooh. Lou, you're okay with me. And I'll give you extra paprika, just like you like. Uh-oh. Uh, uh, I think he just had a quesadilla. So I'm hoping I got that right. If not, they'll send the order back. Yay.
Order up.
One cheese.
Oh,
Cheese.
pardon me. I'm getting a call from.
Okay. Room service burgers are actually pretty good. And it just slowly adds more and more paprika until he likes it. It's the best move. Big brain. I've never had room service burgers, so I can't say anything to that. Actually, I had lettuce, tomato, and ketchup. We did it. Well, if I clicked it right, I would have done it. We did it. Calling Gordon Ramsay? Then tell him how great of a chef I am? How great of a chef Nancy is? Because you should. Does anyone see anything? No, everybody likes paprika except for Lou. Paprika is the only season I need. Winter, spring, summer, fall? Nah, paprika. It's the only season we need. Oh, that's not the right thing. This is the thing that I want. My name is bad you. She's dead. Yeah. I was starting to call the Avalanche Patrol. Just to see how they were doing, you know. See what's the haps. So, avalanches, huh? That's... Must be interesting work. Not really. Oh. Click. Oh, you're not gonna pick up, is she?
Hello?
Yay!
Mio? Hi, it's Nancy.
I've been waiting for you to get home. What side of the bed do you get up on?
Is the wolf all right? Well, Ollie hasn't succeeded in shooting or trapping it yet. If
I
that's
enjoyed that moment too, Carly.
there to protect it. Our organization is trying desperately to arrange to have the wolf captured and
What are you?
transported to a sanctuary.
An idiot sandwich.
So far, all the ones we've contacted are full. And unless and until we find a place for it, our hands are tied. Tell me more about the contact you've had with the wolf.
Oh, I don't want to tell you more about the wolf. I just want to know what side of the bed you get up on.
When I was trapped out on the lake without a coat, I dragged one to the shore and left it there for me. It may have sensed you were in trouble, or its behavior may have been totally random.
Amy's Baking Company. Can't say I'm familiar with it, but
Very bad news.
I only learned about idiot sandwich from GIFs anyway, so.
Mix. While wolves may appear to be similar to dogs, behaviors that have been bred out of dogs after thousands of years of domestication are
Everything is burning and crashing to the ground.
wolves behave like a dog may
Are you talking about my life?
No, I'm talking about mine.
Oh.
My work life right now.
sociable the wolf may appear. Instinct can at any moment rear its
Oh,
ugly head with devastating results for any human
I've had 2 call-outs today.
Just show up with a bucket of water and then leave.
2 call-outs. And only 4 people work on a daily basis. So half of my staff is not there today.
I like the rhyming though. Half the staff. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm just frustrated.
I know the feeling.
At least Guadalupe answered right.
Yeah, but she's not telling me about her bed manners. I want to hear about those. I want the pillow talk. I don't want her wolf talk.
twice as powerful as a German Shepherd, and should your hand happen to get in its way when it tries to feed, I get the picture. For another thing, making the wolf dependent upon you for food would
What?
very best thing you can do for that wolf is
Oh, please breathe. I
911, we
demand.
need an ambulance.
Don't worry, I got it. We'll handle it. 911. Oh, I can't dial the phone right now because Guadalupe won't shut up. We'll
Just
call-
talk about the bed. Guadalupe, tell me about your bed habits. Yikes.
harmless, I suppose. Let me think. I get up on my left side.
Once I finish talking to her about bed stuff, I'll dial 911 for you on Nancy Drew. That'll work, right?
Oh, Lord.
So, are you kind of an expert on wolves?
Cop cases that don't cares.
I probably know more about them than most people do, which unfortunately is
I agree with you, HS. Terror is really, really fun.
But Gordon walked out of Amy's baking company because they were insane, and then years later, the owner guy chased someone out with a knife on video. Well, that sounds pleasant. God, cases don't cares. Can you tell me about your sleeping habits? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Guadalupe still talking. Guadalupe, you don't seem to realize that I only called you about bed stuff. It's important. And thanks for saying so, HS. I appreciate it. Oh man, she has so many things to say about nothing.
you the one who wrecked all the gear that was
Tell me about your sleeping habits. A wink.
I was afraid that Bill Kessler fellow would encounter the wolf on one of his trips out to the shack. And it would end badly for the wolf. So I did a number on his equipment. I've done worse while working on behalf of Run and Grow Free. Believe me.
You don't have to talk to her about anything.
Okie dokie. I haven't really been listening to her, so there's that. Reminds me of my grandmother. I put the phone down with it on speaker and just hear her talking with or without response. Sometimes I'm that person that just goes on about nothing.
Aren't there any government agencies
Wait,
that
are you
can take
serious,
care of the wolf?
Disney?
I think he is serious.
He
I
put
should
the
do-
Kappa face on that shirt.
Government agencies got involved. It would take care of the wolf all right. Permanently.
He's
Yep.
told
Oh
me
my
that before.
gosh. That is so juicy.
That is so juicy as a response. It's not awful. It's not terrible. It's so juicy.
Like, I get that this is like your family's business and stuff, so you don't want to pry, but like, I'm so curious about the details of this story.
Spokesperson for Run and Grow
What
Free. But then I actually talked to him. Which point I
was your grandma bidding on new studs to get with?
Oh no.
And how much does that go for? Just curious. For science.
Oh gosh. She literally just was fake leaving one day. Just having girls' weekend at a cabin and on a plane to England. She could have gotten killed. Look, there are scary people on the internet. Oh, when he won the auction.
And what?
Oh my god.
And I have to just wonder, what's the return policy on that?
Oh my gosh. Oh.
can't the group you belong to just
Did they?
capture
So
the
they,
wolf?
did they end up together? Are they together still? Oh my.
Is she back up for auction?
That is so crazy. I have to go move my car. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Be safe. I would watch that Hallmark movie. Auction My Heart. A true story. It'd somehow be turned into a Christmas movie. Because that's what Hallmark likes making. eBay, that's brilliant. I love it.
the more crowded the sanctuaries become.
Opened a bunch of credit cards with my grandpa's name and maxed them all out and hid them under the mattress. They'll never find them there.
It's so cold here at night. Will the wolf be okay? Not only are wolves built to withstand cold temperatures, but they know instinctively what to do to survive in extreme
Okay.
conditions. If they didn't, they would have disappeared from the earth eons ago.
Welcome back. Be safe, HS.
Thank you.
Why didn't you just come out and tell the people at Icicle Creek Lodge that you were there to protect the wolf? Because I assumed, and quite correctly as it turns out, that
Okay, be safe driving.
people there would be sympathetic to my cause.
Okay, hang on.
Thanks.
She went to my.
Thanks for being here, HS.
Tried to foil my
Sorry.
I'm an email. No, it's fine. I'm sorry. Well, I did. I finally did. My mom did. What? Father, holy flip! She opened a bunch of credit cards in my grandpa's name and maxed them all out and hid them under the mattress. We only found them as we were moving him out of the house after she did all this. That is. Oh
Polly had completely lost it and was going after
my. Oh.
explosives. But when I realized
What's your opinion on all?
that stupid, I assumed
Well, Disney really likes eBay.
on the subject of explosions. Did anyone ever figure out what made the bunkhouse blow up
So
like that?
are they like still together? Your grandma and eBay man?
Wow, that's curious. No offense, but it sounds to me like
My
instead of
uncle,
hiring a new maid,
her son, was crying, saying, "Mom, you got him," and she said, "Just dry your tears, cause I'm coming back." Oh my god! Whoa, savage!
Whoa, savage.
Suck it up, Buttercup! Oh my god! Sorry, I'm just like soaking this all in.
I bid on a new family and I won.
No, the guy swindled her and lied, saying he had money. She lived there for like a year with this guy.
What a winner.
So did she sew that? Did your grandpa take her back? Did she want to go back? I'm sorry I'm asking so many questions.
Check.
And you are allowed to refuse these answers, but
But tell her. I think she said left. I think.
she did.
Good.
Also, real quick, because this survey is flippin' annoying, and I don't want you to have to go again. You have only one thing wrong on that survey, and the reason I'm going to tell you this is because I did not know this. You do multiple days of laundry, you'll actually find out that Lou Talbot changes what side of the bed he gets on up out of every day, so he's actually both instead of left.
I see.
So you're gonna, and the only reason I'm telling you that
I can't send this yet.
took me
First, I have to call
so
Tino and
long
tell him
to
turn
figure
his
that out.
machine on.
So guys, that was a great joke, right? I've covered hope.
We tried
God.
to work it out with her, but I think she cheated again or something. Oh my goodness! Wow.
On eBay again?
Oh wow. Your grandma needs to not be. Okay.
Then she married some guy in Michigan that worked for Coca-Cola, and when he died, she got his retirement money and spent like $200,000 in 5 years, and is now in a nursing home. Honestly, maybe less than 5 years.
Helped is the right word, Mr. Balducci.
Whoa.
In fact, Tino,
So are you
I'm a
close
little
to your
surprised
grandma?
you're still in law enforcement,
I'm just
considering
wondering,
something
like, what's the
unethical, if not
relation?
illegal stunts you pulled back then.
I feel like I'm getting. I'm gonna apologize again for getting this deep. It must be wild to have to take away. No, never. She was not a good mother either. Oh, I see. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry about that. Thank you for the very juicy.
Juicy.
Anyway,
I feel like I have a new perspective
from
from you.
Fill out the survey to everyone at the lodge but Ollie. Why is that? So
So Disney, do you use eBay now because you're hoping to be whisked away by some man in England?
Disney's like buying like old like vintage Disney memorabilia and hey fella, I have a annual pass to Disney. Disney's like, I'm in. Some guy on
Was and still a legit dating site. Absolutely. As Carly said earlier, eBay. Well, they haven't let Grandma run wild on eBay. What next? Some guy on Etsy.
my uncle's an IT guy hacked into her eBay, scanty photos they sent each other. Oh.
You're probably right.
Probably right. Let me ask you something. How much is Chantel paying you? Huh? How much?
Nothing.
Well, she's paying me. So what's that tell you, huh?
That you're ripping her off? That you're a professional?
That's right. I'm the professional here.
Does that happen a lot in these games? I haven't noticed too much. Maybe I haven't paid super close attention. But have they ever really done the Nancy thinking to herself one thing and then replying differently aloud to?
It's very rare,
Okay.
but it does happen occasionally.
But Bill Kessler likes to ice fish. Guadalupe Camillo is the one who likes to birdwatch. Yanni Volkstaya is
To
a
mess with
champion skier. And Lou
Do things like,
Talbot
oh, I'm
likes to
leaving
snowshoe.
it back, and then hide for minutes. But then she actually left.
The prank got too real.
While she was a kid, obviously. Yeah. But whoa,
But you were kind of right.
Your
I mean,
mom.
Ted pretty much just
Juicy.
I'm sorry that was the word that you used, but I was just trying to soak this all in.
From a different perspective or something. Yeah, maybe the answer is
Man.
here after all. I just gotta shuffle things around in order to see it. Oh, hey, before I forget, Chantel said we could finish the survey.
That's the story of Grandma Shaza. Wow.
Or something.
Do you have abandonment issues? Because that's how you get abandonment issues.
7, 6, 6,
I hope your mom's okay. Montana is like staring at me like a creepy dog.
She's like, oh, really? On eBay? That's how she
Yeah.
did it?
And in the story. Montana, what's wrong? She has one ear up and one ear down.
How is it that you know Chantal?
A friend heard about all the problems she was having up there and immediately figured she could use my crime-solving expertise. So I gave her a call, we had lunch, we hit it off, and bingo. I got myself a new client.
How many clients do you have?
I have enough.
Man, Tino just talks and talks.
I think it feels like a lot more just because I talked so much to Lupe just a minute ago.
Mind you, we asked Grandma why didn't she just get a divorce? You know what she said?
I-
She didn't have any other choice. What? Is Timmy stuck well again?
Do we care?
What does that even mean?
That does it for now.
You need help? Just give me a call.
I didn't have any other choice. I had to go on eBay and find a new man. That's what you go on eBay for. Now, does she use Craigslist now? I think that's more popular now.
This lady is literally dumber than a box of rocks. That's a nice thing to say about your grandma.
Okay, so I have the display case. Oh, for this.
Yes. So he should have given you the...
He did.
Did he give you the code?
He did.
Great. So now we can follow those,
That did it.
Woof woof.
The last time a man flirted with my grandmother, she called him rapscallion, not in a joking way. She by his present way.
Let's go snowshoeing now. Everybody's learning how. I forgot where I was supposed to go.
Uh, uh, two.
Warm again.
Ah. I'm sorry, she and your family has had to put up with that, Disney.
Avalanche Ridge
Can't
is
check
where you're
that off
supposed to
yet.
be going.
Check.
Maybe she was secretly on eBay. Probably. eBay did start in like 96 or so. Alright. And where's Avalanche Ridge?
That's a great question.
Oh, I was hoping you would know.
It might be past the needle, the Trapper Dan's needle.
Well, that's good, because that's where I'm going now. Yeah, herself. She was selling herself on eBay.
Back to the juicy game. Oh, you see the Wolfie print?
I do see the Wolfie prints.
You gotta follow 'em.
Terrific.
It's probably a good idea.
What's a good idea?
Saving.
Oh,
It's good
okay.
practice.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Alright, we did it.
I'm not going out there again.
Nice save
Too
game.
dangerous.
Oh, thanks. Well, Carly spelled it that way, so credit to Carly. She doesn't want to go out that way.
That's weird. The rock that had the fossil in it is gone.
Mm-hmm. Dang.
That's weird. The rock that had a fossil in it is gone.
Did I get it wrong?
Oh.
Where's Avalanche Ridge? Dang it.
Do 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 do. Ah, another tough day of being a ace detective for Nancy. Time to nap.
Warm again.
Alright, we're gonna just explore till we find where we need to go.
Okay.
Ace eBay detective. I don't really know why she would think following a wolf is a good idea anyway.
You're taking the path that has no sign by it.
Oh.
There's one at one of the exits from the one of the fence exits has
Okay. I hate this long walking animation. They're not even showing her walking. It just sounds of her walking.
I feel warmer already.
I don't really know why she would think following a wolf is a good idea. She wants a puppy.
And what better way than to go looking for a wolf?
A wolf?
A wolf.
A wolf?
A wolf.
Yeah, a wolf.
Are you making fun of the way I say wolf?
No, I was making fun of the way I said wolf. There we go. You gotta put your snowshoes on, so get them out of your inventory.
Oh, this is tedious already.
Here's we go. Here's we go. Also, remember you have a toasty pack if you need to use it.
To eat.
Mm,
To keep myself nice and toasty. Toasty.
toasty?
Nice and
Yeah, I
toasty.
like to keep myself nice and toasty too.
Right? Evelyn's Ridge sounds safe. Absolutely.
I can't stop shivering. I need to get
Okay.
in out of the cold.
I'm
like,
going to
soon.
start getting ready for work so that we can go a little long.
Looks like some kind of house. Hello? Is
Aw.
anyone here? Doesn't sound like
Oh,
it.
what?
I can't open the door.
You have something in your inventory to help you with this.
Do I?
Yes.
Oh. Is it this piece of paper? I don't understand.
Yes.
I see.
It is your
It is my what?
coded. It's a coded combination.
I see that. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Yes, passport fish.
Toasty. It's the password fish.
Okay, I'm gonna change clothes real quick.
Be safe. Do. That is a phone number that won't do me any good. Huh. Didn't Millie call Yuri a rapscallion? I don't know. Oh. Hmm. She's gonna freeze.
You could do it. You could do it.
Oh, now I see what I was doing wrong. Dang it.
I hate that it changes back every time you.
Yeah, me too.
Oh.
Wow, dang it. I clicked the wrong thing. Oh.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah.
I think you might be.
I got one wrong.
Oh.
I thought the 7 was a 2 for whatever reason.
Gotcha.
Or the 2 was a 7 rather.
It's not actually
Wonder
symbols.
what
It's
this
just
is.
lies.
Looks like there's a phone number.
I know it's unfortunate. Oh, a toasty pack though.
Delicious.
And a detonator.
A toasty pack. Delicious.
Being nice and toasty.
Gotta be nice and toasty.
This indentation looks just like the one on that plaque in the lodge where that missing Rex bone used to be.
Oh, I understand you're reflecting now. It just...
That was actually a pretty good hint.
Except I didn't understand it even as a hint. I'm like, what does that mean? Am I trying to think of when Millie called Yuri a rapscallion?
The Rest of My Life by Julius
Could we not have
McVeigh.
crawled in
Shh.
alley?
She didn't see it, so she decided to unlock it for us. Like, I'm not deserving to go in there unless I solve this lock combination. Oh, why does that have to be written like this? I picked this diary up in Winnipeg on a whim. Maybe I'll write in it. Maybe I won't. Well, you're already doing that. Now that I'm through real labs and through with work in general, I don't have to do anything I don't want to. Maybe I'll miss people so much that I'll feel like I have to write to someone, even if it's just myself. Or maybe not. Probably not. I'm tired of people. Tired of writing things down. Tired of feeling as caged as the animals I spent 40 years working with. Maybe I'll write about not writing. In 3 hours, the train will reach Edmonton. Maybe I'll get off. Maybe I won't. Hello, free. This guy just says maybe I will, maybe I won't a lot. I woke up in my tent to the sound of distant gunshots this morning. What's that?
I said very indecisive.
Yep, and I'm glad he writes out that he's so indecisive too. Sound of distant gunshots this morning, and later I found a wolf pup all by herself, stuck in a bunch of trambles. Yeah. I figured the hunter's gotten her mother since she was nowhere around, and since there was no way that the pup was ever going to extricate herself, I started chomping through the brambles to free her. It took me a while, though, and I was talking to her all the time, trying to keep her from struggling and hurting herself. So what I was really doing, without meaning to, was imprinting my voice and my scent on her brawn. Because at first she went off racing off, but then later I noticed that she was following me. Even now she's sitting about 20 yards away, despite my campfire, just watching me. I haven't fed her. I avoided touching her while I was cutting her free from the brambles. And so then I get horribly mauled as I approach as well. Yeah, she's still there. So since this could be the beginning of an interesting relationship, it didn't even start on eBay. I thought maybe I should take some notes. Old habits are indeed hard to break. The pup, whose coat is pure white, still shadows me wherever I go. Every day she narrows the distance between us, which has been reduced to about 20 feet. If I get in closer, she runs, but she always comes back. The pup, which I've been calling Isis, now keeps no less than 7 feet between us at all times, a distance with which I am happy as well. I've watched her hunt for food, I've seen her what she can do with her teeth and jaws, and have no desire to even encounter either on a personal basis. I have resisted the urge to feed her or to make her in any way dependent upon me, but I do talk to her. I can't help myself. I discovered that talking is a very basic human need. Why Isis listens, I don't know, but she does, of that I'm certain.
Carly's commentary is fantastic.
Is this Game of Thrones? Ghost, is that you? The pup you called what? This was where they got it from. Snow has begun to fall, so I've moved into an abandoned storage hut that I found. It's a little too close to what used to be an old hunting lodge for my taste, but beggars can't be choosers as winter sets in, and I venture outside less and... I close the book. Less and less. I expect that Isis will soon abandon her vigil and make a full return to the wild. I will miss her strange companionship, but that's how it should be. When I woke up this morning, I was shocked to discover that Isis had found a way into the shack and was lying not 3 feet away from me. She woke up the instant I did, and we stared at each other. Then she put her head down and went back to sleep. Apparently she trusts me, or maybe wants me to trust her. In any case, this is truly uncharted territory for me, but the urge to explore it is irresistible. Nancy about to walk into ISIS. I was ready for the war on puzzles, not on terrorism. You're getting both.
Montana, are you having a good day?
Like it or not, ISIS has become my pet, or I have become hers. He's admitting he's involved with ISIS.
Oh no.
I'm not at all sure which, while she is never underfoot, preferring to remain at least 3 feet away from me most of the time. She does permit and occasionally seeks out a friendly pat or two on the head and shoulders, though. Unlike most dogs, she doesn't seem to consider my touch to be any kind of reward. In fact, I sometimes feel that by letting me pet her, she's rewarding me. Good boy. With the coming of spring, I fully expect Isis to take off one day and never return. I think this guy has abandonment issues. Like every time he enters something, it's like, I'm pretty sure he's gonna leave me forever. But so far that hasn't happened, so she disappears for hours at a time, no doubt to hunt. But for some reason, she always returns. Last night, a wolf started howling in the distance. Isis sat bolt upright and listened so hard she was shaking. But when the howling ended, after a moment, she lay back down and went back to sleep. And I suddenly realized that she's not going to leave, even if it was either the wilderness or me. And incredibly, she chose me. It's like a cult where they brainwash you into thinking you're going to get a reward just by giving you attention. The Isis cult. A howling good time.
Hey.
Isis is by far the smartest animal I've ever seen. And I've seen like 3 animals by watching her carefully.
So once I get her attention by saying her name and give her commands.
You decide to just talk now, Nancy, of all times. Carefully and reinforcing specific actions with specific words, I can get her to perform those actions on command. For instance, whenever I saw her lie down, I'd say down, and now when I say down, she lies down. Here is a list of the commands I've taught her. Down, she lies down. Oh, interesting. Forward, she moves. Ooh. Jump, she leaps into the air. Stay, she stops moving. Man, these commands are confusing.
I know, I don't know how we're ever going to remember what each one does.
Bark, she barks. Paw, she swipes with her paw. Left. She turns left 90 degrees. Right, she turns right 90 degrees. Around, she heads in the opposite direction. Ah, there's more. Not Isis in the pet agility community. I can give Isis not just one command, but many commands chained in a row. I'm sure that'll come in handy at some point. And she'll carry them out, one by one, in order. I start such a chain of commands by saying Isis, and I end the chain by saying go. For instance, if I want her to move forward, then lie down, then turn to her right, then bark, then turn to her left, then turn around and come back. This is overly complicated. I say, Isis, who is he explaining? Why is he explaining this to his journal?
I don't know.
It's like, here,
It's like he knew other people were going to read it.
here are explicit directions as to how to do this, in case I forgot. Now she's going to be given the commands. She's too smart now. She will do the hokey pokey and turn herself about. That's what it's all about. Thanks for the mock laughter.
No, I got it. I was like, what are we talking about? And then I realized that we were singing.
And then she does it. She won't even attempt to follow a command that makes no sense to her. She's truly amazing. I said I'm amazed and had Isis navigate it by giving her a chain of commands. I am so lonely. And she did it. She did it several times, in fact, with the maze set up differently each time. Moreover, when she is following commands I've given her, she tends to retrieve any strange objects she may come across in the process. Like today, she came out of the maze holding an old sock, which she promptly dropped at my feet. It was like she was glad I was keeping her busy, and she was saying thanks.
Ability to sort
I'm
objects
laughing
by
so hard
scent.
at. I'm so.
She has an object in her mouth to sniff and drop the object near another object that has the same scent.
Spent the winter refining Isis' ability to sort objects by scent. If she has an object in her mouth, she'll sniff, then drop the object near another object that has the same scent. She'd make an incredible police dog. After all, she could retrieve a clue, then figure out who left it by... Oh, I let my chat shut down. There we go. Same scent. She made... Yeah. Where'd you get a sock? We're in the woods. Shouldn't it be our sock? Why is this a surprise? He didn't mention that the sock was still attached to a leg that she brought out. But the leg was not attached to anything else.
Well, yeah, she couldn't drag the whole body by herself.
She's being smart. She broke it down to pieces so she could carry it one by one. She could shoot a clue, then figure out who left it by picking the matching scent out of a lineup of suspects belongings. Matlock would have had a field day with her. Matlock.
That's a reference.
It's such an odd reference.
I know.
It's like, I don't see. I live in nature. I live by myself with this wolf dog that I'm pretty sure is going to leave me any day now. And here's a reference to Matlock.
Yeah.
Note to self, never ever feed Isis, especially by hand. Today, a rat got into my pantry in the shack. I managed to grab it by the tail and was in the process of flinging it outside when Isis appeared out of nowhere, leaped up, and snapped that rat right out of my grasp, missing my fingers by millimeters. I simply cannot allow myself to ever forget this one fact. Isis is by nature a wild animal, and hungry too.
We all got to eat.
Yeah, she is a wolf. How do you forget she is a terrorist wolf? You're right, Carly. Nancy, you're late for serving dinner. I was reading some crazy old man's journal about his terrorist dog.
Oh yeah.
He seemed very lonely. A freak snowstorm caught me by surprise yesterday afternoon. It was sunny and warm one minute. Next minute, it was clouding up, and the temperature was plummeting. And the next minute, it was snowing. And then the next minute, so hard I couldn't see a thing. All I had on was a light jacket, and after wandering around blindly, getting more and more wet and lost and exhausted, I finally sat down, figuring I was done for. And then all of a sudden, Isis appeared, dragging something with her mouth. It was my heavy coat, so I put it on, sat there till the storm let up, then followed Isis back to the shack. She saved my life, I am sure of it. Oh well, we died. Christmas Eve, I had a fever and a dance fever and a bad cough for about 2 weeks now, and this morning I felt so awful that I almost couldn't get out of bed. So I'm going to hike out to the road while I still have the strength and hitch a ride to Penvale Hospital. Hopefully, they'll give me some antibiotics.
Pinevale Hospital.
And then he dead.
And sent me on my way before Isis starts to wonder where I've gone. The possibility that she would think I've abandoned her just breaks my heart. She has come to mean the world to me.
Oh then.
Cough, cough, dead.
Oh no.
Flooded Isis. That's right. It's the only way.
Yeah, I'm gonna Ooh, hello puppy.
She'll probably leave us forever, or so I've heard. Robot cat, down.
Isis, stay.
Huh?
She likes you.
Ah, she's bored of me already.
Hey Anna.
Down. Isis, down. Go.
Hi, Anna. Isis, confess your crimes. Who are you working for?
Forward, jump, bark, paw, left. I'm going to stop here.
Oh, okay.
Isis,
He can give her 20 commands, but I can only give her 6.
bark, paw,
Um,
left, go.
I think I'm gonna have to head out about 1:30 at the latest so that I have time to get lunch before I go to work.
Understandably.
I like that Isis is taking commands from a girl she's never
Round. Isis,
like that
right,
has no relationship.
around, go.
That's right. Nancy is the wolf whisperer.
I like the word torsty.
I mean, who doesn't like to be torsty?
It's a torsty born.
Well, Isis, I'm going to turn my back on you. That's a smart idea to do with a wild animal. Wait a minute. When I...
If I try to walk back to the lodge now, I'll freeze. I better stay here for the night.
Hey, Isis, how you feeling about being torsty? Oh, were you just standing there all night long, Isis, just staring at me? That's weird. What did I do? Nancy decided to stay the night at the cabin. And she turns around and Bright Eyes.
Oh my gosh, it's 7 a.m.
Yep. Oh, it's never happened to me staying there overnight. Yep.
I'm probably because at a certain point in the day it becomes
Too
for
cold.
Nancy to go outside, so that's probably. So I would say rush back and make breakfast. Nancy wakes up missing a.
Check that off.
I'm hungry.
Haven't done that. Check. Been there, done that.
I don't have to do anything else with Isis, right? Not yet.
Not right now, no.
Okay. All right, Isis. Guard the fort. This is my new home now.
Moving away from River Heights.
Nancy wakes up missing a hand. Oops, got hungry. It's understandable. Wolf got to eat too. Yeah, her saying with the puppy, the pupper. All night long, all night, all night.
See you later, Isis. I'll be back to sleep on the hardwood.
It'll be great.
There's like a little cot in there.
Yeah, but Nancy didn't think about that.
That cot is probably where Trapper Dan died. You know,
Warm again.
just saying.
Giving you warm thoughts as you go to bed at night.
Yeah.
Wow, this is where somebody died. Made it just in time for breakfast.
Yeah.
There's also a massive hole in the wall letting wild animals in the bitter cold. Ah, it's so delightful. You need air conditioning in the winter.
You know, don't want to make sure we're just making sure we don't overheat.
Right.
This game is so long because of cooking.
I am
Like,
not.
the game's actually not that long, but when you add cooking into the equation, it's such a long game.
Yeah.
You don't really do that much cooking.
Two bacon, one spinach. One cheese, 3 green peppers.
I don't understand why some people don't have cheese in their omelets. Omelets are no.
They probably
They're
work for.
just egg fold.
They're probably working for ISIS if they if they don't have cheese in their omelet.
Probably. You don't have to do paprika anymore. Right?
I wasn't going to.
Okay. Suddenly you hear Nancy. I found a white wolf today. She did not have her pack, so I freed her from Bramble. She will probably leave me forever.
One French toast. You feeling okay, Yanni? You're only having 1 French toast and 1 Canadian bacon?
He's trying to keep himself slim.
I gave up on trying to do that a long time ago.
Order up.
1 French toast. 2 bake. 3 bake. 3 bacon. My goodness. My goodness. That's definitely just toast, by the way. It's not even seasoned. What if I just write French on it? Then it would just be French toast, literally. That's all I do. That's 3 bacon, 1 spinach. Dang it. Gotta love eggs from a milk carton. Mmm, delicious. What if we had
Oh,
paprika?
I love my eggs best when I am unsure their origin.
I don't know if I added 2 cheese or not.
I don't know.
I don't know either. So there's a chance this whole order will be messed up. Pretty hype.
The closer we get to the end of the stream, the more stressed out I feel. I know the thing in my day's agenda is work.
I'm sorry. And I did it wrong.
Oh, dang it!
So that's the whole thing. Abort mission. I should have. I should have. But I was a stupid baby.
What?
I was a stupid baby and did it wrong.
You're not a baby or stupid.
I'm both a stupid baby.
You have a lot of beard for a baby.
Not anymore.
Oh, did you shave?
Yeah. You didn't even notice.
Were you shaved during your Pokemon stream?
No.
Then how the heck am I supposed to know? I was about to be like, I'm pretty sure the last time I...
I was starving. Then I remembered I brought little pancakes. That sounds delicious.
Little thing is better than the big things. Plus, you can eat more of them.
Order up.
Omelette du fromage. Ooh, pancakes.
Ooh. Okay, guys, I've had this debate with a few people before, but pancakes, awful.
Well, you know where I stand on that.
I do. Same place.
I like both.
Yeah, same. But you prefer pancakes, right?
This is accurate, yes.
Yeah, okay. I'm remembering right.
Yes, you are. Congratulations.
Like, oh, but the little butter and yeah, but it takes.
But you got butter holes and waffles.
Exactly, but I'm like, but it takes so much work.
And I'm like, I don't even put butter on my waffles, so it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, pancakes are definitely superior.
Let's see. 2 bacon, 2 spinach.
Kind of want an omelet now.
I want pancakes.
Yeah, that also sounds good.
Food just sounds good.
Homemade Belgian waffle with a maple syrup, whipped cream, and slices of ripened strawberries. That's very specific, and I can respect that.
So can I.
I do like a Belgian waffle, but I still prefer a nice smooth pancake. There's this new brunch place near my house that opened up, and I went there on Wednesday for brunch, and I ordered like your typical breakfast with like 2 eggs and your choice of meat and some hash browns, and it came with a pancake, and you could pick from their selection of like 7 or 8 different kinds of pancakes. So I got a chocolate chip pancake, and I was expecting like typical pancake size, right? That sucker was 10 inches wide, and I was like,
it's like your own.
"Ah." So anyway, that was not exciting.
So you just put all the other food inside the pancake and rolled it up for a breakfast burrito.
I should have, but everything else was savory, and this was like a dessert pancake, you know?
I get you. You got the sweet and savory mixed together with that, though.
That's true. I should have tried it, but I didn't think about it.
I like Belgian waffles over like toaster waffles, but I do appreciate pancakes, and that's legit.
And berries always go so good with pancakes and waffles. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
fruit goes well with it. Ooh, chocolate chip. Anna's on 3 in a row messages of ooh.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, I gotta do the laundry crap.
It's magic. Oh yeah, and when you go to do laundry today, check around, see if anything's different in rooms.
Well, this room's on fire.
Wow, that's different.
That's different. Clearly looking for attention.
I always recommend people to eat food when they're hungry.
That's a good recommendation.
Maybe I'll make some pancakes. I would heartily recommend. Oh, and you should also call 1555 Mystico and prepare to be amazed.
I don't know if I can be any more amazed today.
Really? I mean, it's good to have a realistic bar.
I wish I had chocolate chips. Feels bad. Aw, I'm
Another
sorry.
thing I'm trying to figure out is why does everybody use 2 bath towels, a hand towel, and a washcloth every single day?
They want to be.
I-
They want to be clean.
At a time. What?
They're just being super extra dry and clean.
They're taking 2 baths a day. I mean, no judgment if that's. But
It probably feels pretty good when you're in like super freezing weather to have a warm bath at the start and beginning of the day, or a warm shower at the start and the end of the day.
that's true. That's true. I knew a girl who, in high school, we had a sleepover one time, and she took a shower with 2 bath towels because she was like, well, after you start to dry off, your towel gets kind of damp, and so you need like another dry towel. And I was like, how wet are you? Oh, that's true, Carly. Maybe they use body. Maybe.
It's all totally unfair, and I'm sick of putting up with things that aren't fair. It's his fault, her fault, their fault that I don't have what's rightfully mine. They are thieves, and it's an insult to have what they stole from us waved around in my face. I could throttle him, both of them, for what they did. Justice shall be served one day, and one day I shall have justice.
That's new.
It is. Do. That's just fun.
I think that might be the thing you were looking for. So I need a towel just for me. I understand that. That makes sense.
I have super long hair, so I need to tell. Just gotcha.
So you want to call Mystico?
Do you want me to call Mystico? It seems like you want me
Yes.
to.
Yes, please. It's fun. The answers you need to give so that you can get the Easter egg.
What was it? 1555 Mystico?
Mystico, yeah. And it's M-Y.
Right.
I-C-O.
M-Y-S-T. Uh-oh.
I-C-O.
But it rang before I finished it.
Make sure you do the 1555 Mystico.
I thought I did.
Oh.
Oh well, maybe I just botched it. Phone won't stop ringing.
Try again. Just back up.
Maybe I missed the one. I don't know.
Do the 1
M
5 5
Y
5.
S T I C O.
Who dares disturb the concentration of Mystico the Magnificent?
I'm sorry. This is Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew.
So the comment that you're gonna want to say to Nico is when he asks you what you want, say something very special.
And a dark figure named Bruno.
Okay.
Bruno?
But beware, Nancy Drew. The wolf will only lead to danger and intrigue.
Cool.
It also gives you a
yes, Mystico.
clue to the next game, which is
Which is what?
Mystico the Magnificent.
Legend of the Crystal.
Right.
Oh.
Says that he
Mystico the
sees a figure
Magnificent.
named Bruno.
So, Nancy Drew, what secrets from the beyond do you seek?
Something very special.
Wise choice. Return to the icy depths, and there you will discover the jewel of the deep blue sea. Mystico has
Bruno Mars?
Yes. Bruno Tonioli? Yes. And then if you go back to the ice fishing shack at Icicle Lake,
Uh-huh.
you can fish out something special.
That's not the skating pond, right?
No, different. Icicle Lake, not the skating lake.
Do I have to snowball fight with that girl to do that? I don't remember.
Yes. Unfortunately.
Dang it, Freddy Fazbear. Why do I have to fight?
Huh, you by order of the Snow Princess. Get Beaner right in the face.
That's the plan.
Get her right in the face. Yeah.
I wish I could throw an ice ball at her.
Just so you can knock her little stupid face.
Like, you should have the option to do that, and she's just knocked out for the rest of the game. Because violence is the answer.
She does give you a toasty pack though, so that's kind of nice.
Well, I could just
Puts a
knock her.
rock in it.
I could just, throw an ice ball at her and steal her large supply of toasty packs.
Yeah, you could. Or just wait till it's like mealtime, Okay. You should see something very unusual and special in here.
I don't see anything, but maybe I'm just missing it. Oh, I see a hat.
No, not a hat.
Oh, so it'll float by like a fish at some point.
I think so, yes.
A boot.
A what?
A boot.
Yeah, no, you should be able to wait for something.
But does it have the option? She would look snazzy. It's true. She can just put together a whole outfit. I see an Easter egg,
Yes, get it.
but it went by too fast.
Ah, okay, we gotta wait for it again.
Do 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 do.
And fun fact, with this Easter egg, you can get into the locked vacant room across from Nancy's room.
Huh.
Yeah, you use it as the key.
That makes sense.
Where's the egg? Come on, where's the egg? We need the egg. We need the egg. Come on. Easter egg. Let's go. you getting ready?
I'm hoping to. I missed it.
Oh, again?
Yeah, it like was right by me right as I was going up with the line.
That's okay.
Who fishes for
Easter egg.
Who fishes for eggs? Who fishes for eggs? Honestly. Of course, this time I was at the top. Yep.
It was so close. Come on, Easter egg. Why you take so? We are.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I caught a fish
Oh.
by accident.
You can go back and keep trying again.
I snagged a log.
Wisp.
There goes my line.
There goes the log.
To break your line.
Yep.
Crunch.
Dang logs. It's log. It's log. It's big. It's heavy. It's wood. It's log. It's log. It's better than bad. It's good.
Yeah.
Everyone knows a log. Everyone loves a log. I missed it again.
This Easter egg for taking so long to flip by.
It seems like it takes longer to leave the screen. It just there it is again. Dang it.
Oh no.
Haha, I got it this time, I think.
Yes.
She came out with nothing, it looked like.
Nice. Okay, yeah. It's just in your inventory.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
What I need is a genuine log puller. It's true.
Should be in your inventory. Yep, there it is. And you can just take it back to lodge, and that might be a fun place to call it.
Do you want me to use it, or do you want to just wait till next time to use it?
Warm
It's up to
again.
you.
It's up to you. I was asking you, because you're the one who has to leave soon.
We have a couple minutes. You can use it on the door.
Okay. So it's in the Chinook room?
The Chinook. Yep. I like how she very casually walks and then terror surprise. Here you go.
There are a lot of eggs in here.
Yeah, it's just a little Easter egg room. Too special.
I was hoping we'd find a corpse or something.
Oh my.
You know, for the funsies of the mystery. Is there anything specific I should look at, or
I
just...
don't think so.
Okay.
It's just kind of like a fun little set.
Yeah. Walking then sprinting. When you said egg room, I was actual... Yeah! I wish it was
Yeah.
egg... I wish it was egg-shaped. Alright.
I think that's a good place to save and call it.
Sure. Let me just check the checklist real quick and knock off some things that I might have.
And sorry I have to split. I wish I could stay longer.
Been there, done that. Check.
Keeping that over the pictures, blah 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 blah. Okay, we're all set there.
Good.
What's that?
That's a really good song.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, cool.
Cool. We'll close it out there.
Bye, Carly. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming out, Carly, Anna, and everybody else that was hanging out for however long you could have been here. Sorry that some things were potentially taken offensively during the stream. That was never the intention, and I hope that we'll be able to resolve all that stuff between each other soon. I appreciate everybody that came out. I don't think anybody meant to hurt feelings in any way.
No, not at all.
and I appreciate you all being here. And thanks to V, of course, for joining me on this adventure through ice-covered Canada. Is that we're in Canada, right?
We are in Canada.
Sweet.
Nice.
Ice-covered Canada, aka Canada 9 months of the year.
Thanks for having me, of course. I always have a fun time.
Thank you for joining. I appreciate it, and you, of course.
Of course.
Hope everybody has. I appreciate you as well, Paige, and thank you all for being here. Hope everybody has a wonderful day ahead of themselves and a wonderful week as well.
Everybody.
We'll do a little of the mic command.
Oh, we are the boys in chorus. We hope you like our show. We know you're rooting for us, but now we have to go.
Have a good one, everybody. Bye.